Okay, here is what is happening behind the scenes at Studio 5. We snagged our lettering friend, Tommy Hill, to draw up some word art on the latest kind of word sign. It's a brown paper canvas. We're gonna watch along over the next little bit as she is busy creating. I've heard this design is something kind of motivational for 2019. That's a little teaser, a little clue that she gave us. Anyway, we'll introduce you to this new product and you'll be able to copy her finished design, filling you in on all of that in just a little bit, but always so fun to see artists in actions. She's putting the finishing touches on. In under an hour today, Tommy Ann has dressed up the Rettel roller with original lettering and original art. This product here with its ream of changeable brown paper totally caught our eye. It's making a splash for the list makers and the word art lovers of all kinds, and we are so excited to see what you created in just under an hour, like less than 30 actually.
Oh yeah, this came together really fast.
You came in quick on this. Tell us about your design.
Okay, so I wanted to show you one of my favorite tools for helping people who are just getting started with doodling, and that is the wreath. I showed you before the wreath that I had done for Christmas. What I did was I found the biggest circle item in my house, which is this giant embroidery hoop, but you could use like a pan lid or anything that's round. I just traced it, and then what you do is you just go through and you fill it in with whatever floral elements you're looking for. So I've got a flower here and some leaves, and then I just went and I drew simple leaf shapes all the way around. Just kept going until it was all the way filled in. And then put the words in the middle.
Look at the perfect flourish. I love watching, you know, letter artists at work, and this phrase so appropriate for the new year, right?
I love it. So one thing that you want to do is practice maybe a little bit. If you're a little bit stressed out about it, practice on paper a couple of times, and then when you're doing it, take a minute once you get started to step back and look at it, because you'll find that your leaves will, or your elements will start to get either bigger or smaller as you go.
Gotcha.
So you'll want to step back every few leaves so you can make sure you're still on track.
Okay.
But another big key for this kind of thing in your house is give this to yourself as a space to play. Don't be a super perfectionist about it. There's plenty more paper on the roll if you mess it up.
Did you like this art as a canvas? Did you like this setup?
Actually, it was really great.
Yeah.
It was so nice to have it right up where you could see everything all at once, and it made for a really great
kind of a natural extension of the trend I know you're so fond of, and that I at least love looking in on, and that's the lettering trend. It's fun to see how it's exploded, the doodling that you talked about. What kind of marker were you using for this project?
Just a plain old Sharpie.
Plain old Sharpie.
Yep.
Look at that, and you were able to kind of get thicker and fill in there.
So what you want to do when you do just the outline of the words, and then you just go in and add a second line to make those down strokes thicker, and then just fill it in.
And is there any advice you would offer to making a design like this kind of large scale? I mean, it's one thing to doodle on a note tablet, right, like an 8x11, but here we've kind of gone grand. Any tips for kind of taking that size, that art to scale?
I think the first one is just practice a few times at the smaller scale first until you're really confident about your layout, and then break it down into smaller shapes. I've got, like, for instance, we traced that big circle shape, but then we filled it with smaller shapes that we're more comfortable with. And for download on the website for you, I've got a flower shape tutorial that gives you some basic flower shapes that you can just repeat all the way around your circle.
Nice.
And then while you get confident in the different shapes and in combining them, and so what seems like a big project really breaks down into small pieces that are really manageable.
Well, thank you for graciously sharing that step-by-step tutorial. You can look for that on our website, studio5.ksl.com. And of course, while there, we'll link you over to Tommy Ann's Instagram, where you can see kind of more of her designs and details. Thank you. This was fun. Nice job.
Thank you.
So pretty. And hey, we love the Rettel roller so much that we are adding it to our Studio 5 love list. Producer Stephanie Bryson spotted it and thought it was just like when she saw it at St. George Boutique years ago. We're going to add it to our growing list of things we love and would recommend to our very best girlfriend. That's you, by the way. It could be used for a grocery list, notes, doodles, just plain home decor. The bracket and tear strip can be mounted directly on a wall, or you can mount it directly on a tabletop. How fun would that be? Some of these photos here offer some darling ideas and inspiration. So again, adding the Rettel & Company. They are local. They are out of Logan, and they're offering you a discount code if you want to get one for yourself. Use the code RESOLUTION15 to get 15% off your purchase. We will link you over from our website.